Alrighty, I had to record the end of this video again because I took my Mars bar out of frame. And I destroyed my first Mars bar. I have to use another one. Well, it's the same, other half of the same one. The sacrifices I make for science. So, if we imagine that this is the Earth surface, so this is the crust of the Earth, and here we have a bunch of little ups and downs, so we can imagine that these are our mountains and our valleys. Now, the crust of the Earth isn't one big perfect skin like you find on your apple. It's actually more like, crunch this. So I've just broken this into chunks. And what happens is these chunks actually move around very slowly. They move at about the same speed as your fingernails grow, but it's still fast enough. So if we have two plates that are moving towards each other, they're going to bump into each other. And that's what causes an earthquake. So if you live along one of these fault lines between two different plates, for example, if you lived in New Zealand or if you lived in California, you have a lot of earthquakes going on because you're on the border of two plates. And there's something else interesting about those places. So if they bump against each other, you might see that, I'm actually making a mountain there. And there's a bit of escaping caramel. This is actually how mountains are formed and how volcanoes are formed, when these plates butt up against each other and they push up. And sometimes the magma escapes, and that magma is what makes the mountain, builds it up higher and higher. So places like New Zealand and California are really, really mountainous and rocky. They don't always go together like that. Sometimes they pull apart, and sometimes they slide over and under each other like that. So you might have one going down, which will make a bit of a trench like that. And sometimes when this kind of stuff comes up like this, you can actually see really, really old rock being pushed up to the surface. So there we go. Oh no, I've got magma on my thumb. Oh, the sacrifices I make.